This is an emergency call to action. Calling all Americans. Your country needs you now. Every American who cares about this country must stop and pay close attention. What is happening in Cyprus, where depositors' money is being stolen before their eyes, should be a wake-up call to the entire world. There is no time left. We must act immediately to save our country, and we need your help. Please watch the videos at the end and join us in the first step to taking our country back. Glass-Steagall is the indispensable first step to global economic recovery. It will immediately halt the onset of hyperinflation, remove government commitment from toxic debts and too big to fail, and force separation of commercial banking functions from investment banking functions. Legislation to restore Glass-Steagall, the Return to Prudent Banking Act, was introduced into the 112th Congress as H.R. 1489. It garnered massive institutional support and 84 co-sponsors in the House of Representatives. The Return to Prudent Banking Act has been reintroduced in the 113th Congress as H.R. 129. How it works? Since 1999, banks have been allowed to use commercial deposits and assets as fuel for securities trading on the derivatives market. Because commercial and speculative assets are so heavily commingled, the government is forced to protect the assets of banks, making risky bets through near-perpetual bailouts and purchasing of toxic debt. It was the derivatives bubble that blew up the system and bankrupted the U.S. banks in the 2007-2008 crash. 1. Commercial banking institutions have 1 year to divest themselves of all non-commercial banking units with no cross-management or ownership between commercial and non-commercial units. 2. Commercial banks are barred from using more than 2% of its capital for the creation, sale, or distribution of securities. Certain bank-qualified securities are exempted. 3. Prevents commercial banks from loaning their commercial deposits into such vehicles as would support the creation and circulation of securities. 4. No securities of low or potentially low value can be placed by a bank into its insured commercial bank units. Adds provision stating Glass-Steagall is the preeminent regulator of the banks, limiting banks from putting its depositors and shareholders at risk. Glass-Steagall forces separation of commercial from investment banks. It ends too big to fail, bars government bailouts, and will stop the onset of hyperinflation. What we need to do is to get as many people as possible to call and jam the phone lines of their senators and force them to immediately restore the Glass-Steagall Act. Tomorrow is our only chance to get this done, before Congress takes off Thursday on recess. Again, there is no time left. We must act now. Please go to the following link, which is also below this video, in the description box. Locate your senators, then call and email both. Notify all friends, family members, and everyone in your email list to do the same. We can do this if we just put our minds to it. The time for being nice is over. The people representing us have failed us. They are ruining our country and don't care. Be polite, but be firm. Tell them there is no other choice but Glass-Steagall, and that it must be passed now. Tell them that the people demand it be passed before Congress leaves town. It is up to you, America. We can do this. We need every one of you to alert the public and tell them to get on the phones now and force their senators to restore Glass-Steagall. Let's ring their phones off the hook and get this done. Will you help save America? Please watch the following videos if you would like to understand a little more on what is going on and why we need to restore Glass-Steagall.